We're not charging for the Gumper Gathering, the Valentine's weekend and the party. If you'd like to make a contribution towards the sound system, gratefully received. If you big corporate sponsors, if you'd like to sponsor the PA system for our parties, they won't remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. Who sponsored the PA for the Gumpers? That made us feel so good. So if you want to help us out with the PA, no ticket price. It's complicated and it's another job, an admin job. There might be tickets in the future when we have exclusive venues that are just parties for our own access. But for this one, we're going to be at the cocktail bar, the Casa de Lem, the Wheelhouse Cocktail Bar. And we want to have our PA system, a little bit of sponsorship or a little bit of subsidy for the PA system would be awesome. Anyway, Vina has offered to do a Zumba session, 30 minutes of Zumba. Should we do that on the Saturday morning? Should we do it? Some of us might be a little bit hungover on the Sunday, I wonder. But thanks, Vina. Great to meet you and Andy yesterday. And Philippe, the barman, the cocktail mixologist at the Storytellers. I've known you for a few months now, but didn't realize what an incredibly talented and brilliant and what's fascinating experiences you've had working with the Red Bull cocktail team as well. So lovely to chat more with you, Philippe, and to chat about the good old days of clubbing at the Green Hill nightclub, which was legendary in Portugal. I think Foz and the Green Hill nightclub were like the Ibiza of Portugal. Fascinating stories. Great to talk to you, Philippe, yesterday. Bom dia, Portugal! Now, João Ernesto's intrepid weather reporting is immortalized on our Depression Evo clip that I put up on the channel, on the YouTube channel last night. I'm looking out my window now. We will do the weather in just a moment. But honestly, I took the dogs out last night and Mrs. M came with me around the block. I was really cheesed off with the weather last night. Really have had enough of this now. It's not like me to moan, is it? But I've had it. This is one of those things with the weather when it goes on and on and on, and so changeable too. I'm uttering and muttering to myself, I didn't move here for this. And Mrs. M, I was saying, Mrs. M, we need to move to Africa or the Far East. This is redunculous. Really, really didn't like it last night. Bit grumpy, maybe. Might be part of, I think, some coldy symptoms. I don't know. Bon dia, Gumpers, and to Mike and to John. And happy to chat, says Mel. You know how it works here. It's nice and easy. Mel, just send you a link. And it's a bit of a Zoom call. And the people we're speaking to today, I was talking about guardians of well-being. We have the guard. He didn't like this. I sent it to him. He wasn't impressed with me calling him the guardian of the growers. Second video from him, something about shorts and a CD operation. He's got some new shorts and he's got a CD operation. We're not entirely surprised to hear that from Lee McGrady, but he can explain for himself when he arrives here at around 8:20. And friend of the foreigners, Paolo Fanassi. Let me do that again. Paolo Fanassi. Voltaine Fanassi, he's going for the mayor's position in Albufeira. He's a big pal to the immigrants, the migrants, the foreigners, the extranjeros. Massive social media presence, group support for people, foreigners in Albufeira, of which there are many. And we'll talk to him about his political career and the fact that he's such a prolific writer as well. He's been capturing the stories of people moving to Portugal, the backstories, the life stories. Really good. Before I forget, here's a lovely meme. There are so many around at the moment. It's fantastic. It's the age of the meme, is it not? But there you go for some of you. If you remember doing this, you had an awesome childhood. I love those memes anyway, of people running through the DDT spray or hanging off the back of a pickup truck at 70 miles an hour on the motorway. Happy times for us. For the last of the baby boomers and the Gen Xers. But there you go. Do you remember going out in the morning with a spear, tracking down a woolly mammoth, and you didn't go in until your mum called you when it was tea time? Happy times. Right, let's do some news, weather, language, culture, well-being. We've had a well-being splash, really, haven't we? I've got an uplifting movie by way of it's visual well-being from Andy Klein. Really good. Really good this morning. The latest of Andy Klein's beautiful films that he makes for us, especially for GMP TV. But let's crack on with the news. We are the news this morning. You are the news. And I want to tell you about changes to the Portugal Club. Sorry if you turned up for the Portugal Club last Tuesday, 2 nights ago. We are moving. We are moving the online weekly social to 8 o'clock on a Monday. And we're going to go into themes again. Now, this is part of the package. Those of you who are members of the Portugal Club, and you are members of the Portugal Club, if you support the show, you can do that at coffee.com. Easiest way, probably, Only limitation being that it has to be done in dollars, but you'll find out how to do it in euros if you really want to use euros instead at theportugalclub.com or GMP VIP. We need you. We need your support. We get support, and we're very glad to have a mixture of in-kind support and goodwill. And of course, the ACCAs, the cash helps as well in the sort of world we live in. And when you support the show, the Good Morning Portugal Enterprise, you get access to the Portugal Club online. And I'll show you a little bit of that in just a moment, because that's where all our sayings are and our resources in our classroom. But you also get access to our weekly online meetup as well. And these are the themes as we roll from next Monday, which is what is that? It's going to be February, isn't it? By Monday, is that the 3rd? Yeah, Monday the 3rd. And our first theme at 8 o'clock is the Good Morning Portugal Wine Club. Bring it all together. And we're opening our doors a little bit more. We do have a lovely core team of wine ninjas, as we call them, of the wine club, which has been going, I think it's getting on for 5 years now. It's amazing. It's the longest standing part, I think, really, of Good Morning Portugal, apart from the show itself and the podcast. And please come along. Please join us for that. I think Gary Garvo had the idea to drink Madeira, which we might have done before, but we've got bad memories. Not bad memories of Madeira. We just got like poor memories. We can't remember what we've been drinking. Not because we drink too much, scandalous rumors, but because we've drunk a lot. We've drunk over 100 different types of wine now, all Portuguese. And I think we're going to be returning to Madeira on Monday the 3rd, unless a better idea comes up, and you're very welcome to join us. Second Monday, this has been prompted by Michael Heron. Remember him? Michael Heron wants to start up a live stream and a podcast, and a very interesting one too. I'm helping him with that, and I'm thinking, well, maybe other people want to start live streams and podcasts. There are people I've helped, including
Good morning.
Good morning. It's time to stop my yawning. Yes, I have helped a few people get their online courses and live streams and podcasts going. Thought I might formalize that. And we'll have a session every second Monday for the Portugal Clubbers who are in the club. And that meant something different, didn't it, in the UK back in the 70s when someone was in the club. Anyway, if you want to get some support and help starting a live stream or a podcast, I'm your man, as will other people be with experience who'll be joining us at 8 p.m. on the second Monday of the month. And very delighted, proud to say, third Mondays, return of the Expat Mastermind Group. There's a higher level of support and sponsors. This is the I want this to be the ultimate networking group of Portuguese expats and foreigners. Third Mondays, a really strong, great network, inspiring people doing incredible things from the foreigner community, the expat community, and making sure that we connect with the best people for the best ideas, for the betterment, and our contribution, our thanks to the country who has showed us so much friendship and support and openness. Yes, Portugal. So the Expat Mastermind Group works, and that's for the higher level supporters and sponsors of the show. And this year, some plans. I mean, the plans have been bubbling under to do amazing things. The extraordinary expats in our community, and others as well. We're not just going to confine it to Good Morning Portugal. There are people who've come to Portugal who want to really contribute to society. There's no formal network. I've talked to Jerry about this, Expats Portugal, and I suspect we will be collaborating with him and others. It's not about the sort of the different lines and departments and different companies. This is about the greater good and coming together as the Expat Mastermind. And that's on the third Monday. And the thing that we've been doing every Tuesday, which is a normal, just a regular check-in, social and Q&A. And I don't mean to make it sound mundane or unuseful. It's really nice to have a social gathering point once a week. And I mean, I think we do that anyway on the show in the morning. And it's been interesting doing it in the evening, but we've been doing it every Tuesday. And now we're going to make that every month instead of every day. Fourth Monday, for those of you who've been along to that, it's always very convivial, supportive. You can get things off your chest. You can get help. You can help others. Check-in, social, Q&A, fourth Mondays then. And that's it. That's the lineup, the new lineup starting from Monday. Wine Club, 3rd of February. The live streaming and podcasting club on second Mondays, third Mondays. The return of the MAC. The return of the Expat Mastermind Group. And I know some of you are already looking forward to that. and the fourth Mondays will be check-in social Q&A. We do that every morning for sure, but this isn't streamed on a fourth Monday. This is just hanging out, taking it easy, maybe having a glass of wine together as well. Love the wine club, says Pete, since the beginning. It's always been fun. Think we should do an under €2 given the success of the under €3 club that we did. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Pete, for that vote of confidence. If you've got something great to say about any of the other outlets and being a member of the Portugal Club, want to give you some great value. I hope we give you value, the Good Morning Portugal endeavor. And I think what we're looking at really is how to be supportive. There's a lot of challenge and pain and things you can be helped with on your way to Portugal, but then it's different. What do you need once you've got to Portugal that the Portugal Club can give you? What are the pains that need a soothing balm on them? BALM, a soothing balm on your any pains and troubles that we can help with so it's a win-win. Please support the Good Morning Portugal show and endeavor, and we will do our utmost best to support you. We have a load of as well as the online meetings and the Portugal Club. If you look at our website, you'll see lots of offers, and I'm endeavoring to do a Bon Dia daily deal with you as well. So there you go. We are the news this morning. Changes there on the Good Morning Portugal Club for you this morning. Your comments are very welcome indeed on that. On how that shapes up, how we can help you having the most wonderful life here in Portugal. It's not just about solving pain and problems. It's about helping each other have a fantastic time here, living our lives in Portugal. Under €2 wine is vital, says Pete. As a result, I got 10 cubic meters of sand and gravel delivered 40 minutes after texting yesterday afternoon, and my road will be as flat as a pancake tomorrow. Has the storm been taking it out of your drive there, Pete? I think Pete's drive is so long that they use it as a navigation aid when they're flying into Portugal, and so you've got to keep it in good order. I understand that. I hate waiting for tires, says Pete. So dull. The only real thing I get through regularly, and they are rubbish at putting on the foam-filled ones. Foam-filled tires, is that what you've got on the Tesla? They've got to be some serious tires, haven't they, to handle that weight? How much heavier is an electric car than a conventional car? You know, Pete will know the answer to that, of course. We've an appointment, says John, with our local favourite heroin solicitor. And by that, if you're listening on the podcast, that is as in heroic, rather than that solicitor having a side hustle. We have an appointment with our local favourite heroin solicitor. There's no other way of reading it. Tanya, for her assistance navigating the process of renewing our residency. Nice one, Joel. Paperwork gathering is my task later this morning. Great. Well, good luck with that. And it sounds like Tanya is a good egg. Good morning, everyone from Gemini and Hugh. Good morning. At last, no rain. Yeah, is it getting on your wick over there, Hugh of Visio? I've really had enough of it, and I don't think it's over yet. We'll have a look at that weather in just a moment and see what's what. A bit of culture and language as well to come, and some of those Portuguese sayings that are quite impenetrable, and see if you can help with those. Counting down to the big party, of course, as well on the 15th. I'm loving it. People are saying, how do I RSVP? You just show up. But there are lots of gumpers coming that weekend. It's going to be great fun. JMC is here this morning. Bon dia, rapaziada, as well. What does that actually mean? Has he been insulting us all this time? Could we have a translation? I was like, guys, is it? Morning, guys. I think Bob and Viv in Portugal, actually in England, near Bath this morning, not Bath, Bath. First clear skies. Blimey. First clear skies we've seen since arriving in the UK last Thursday. Cold, though, 1 degree. High of 7 degrees projected. Balmy 7 in the UK. Lots of love to the UK. I was looking at my old town of Sheffield. There are far too many of these videos on YouTube slagging off the UK, I think. I mean, it's good for eyeballs, isn't it? And clicks, I think. Look what a terrible place X, Y, or Z is. And I was looking at my hometown of Sheffield, where I still have family. And they were going down a street that I used to live on, actually. And there on the street is a cafe called Lisboa, a pastel de nata, Fábrica de pastéis de nata. Oh, yeah, we need to talk about that briefly as well this morning. And I've got the film. Oh, we're running out of time again. Anyway, I might squeeze in a few things at the end of the show, the latter part of the show. Got to look at the weather quickly and play that movie for you. Got quite a lot of video footage to play. Hola, bon dia from Lord and Lady Travanca. Wow, he's up, everybody. Means good day, guys. Okay, rapaziada. Thank you very much. And Portugal, what's this? Go to Mud Dock for a drink as well. It is very cool and trendy. Ah, there's something I've missed out on there, I think, from Coach Turner. Anyway, let's just play. I'll do a weather video. I think you know it's raining. Here's a weather video from the Portuguesa. This is Casa Portuguesa, not to be confused with Casa Portuguesa. Of course, we'll talk to them tonight, probably on the town hall. Which I've got to make sure I've got the right one. Here we go.
I live the life that I love. I love the life that I live. Tomorrow is not promised, but I'll keep the things that I need. Portugal. Love is in the air. Life is mine. No matter who matter, I'll be rich till I die.
I love the life that I love. I think ironic choice of music there. And I think was the Portuguese moaning about that's the daily storm for you right there. Some hail captured by the Portuguesa at Casa Portuguesa there. Oh, this as well. I've meant to play this a few days ago. We love helping people, especially Colin loves helping people buy cars over at Beniccar. This is what happens when you buy a car at Beniccar. It's rather good. It sounds like a hotel reception because it is like a hotel reception in there or an airport. Did you hear that? The music in the background. Congratulations, Gumpers, who bought a car from Caldas Terrenia there. That's really lovely. I like. Right. I want to play this movie whilst we're waiting for Lee to arrive. I think this is the most important thing right now. And we'll come back to other bits and pieces that I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much, Andy Klein. Well-being for your eyeballs now. You'll love this. This is a really important part of Portuguese culture, beautifully captured by Andy. And we'll see Lee soon after we've seen this.
Most like it in the morning.